Hi Paris, thanks for getting in touch. It's Corey here from AIRWORKS. I know you emailed CR3, but the drone component is a separate company just due to licensing and everything's run under that. So I've included a bit of a treatment doc which goes through a bit about what we do, the drones that we have and the outputs in a range of different environments. We specialise in building construction, worked around Australia. We had the contract for WestConnect in Sydney, do a range of stuff here for developers, architects and builders. I actually used to be an architect myself, that's how I got into this. We can definitely help with the video side of things and progress photos. We do something similar for some of the project homes. We're doing one for Metricon at the moment for one of their signature series. So we're just documenting the build with drone inside, outside, and we'll splice those together for social media content ongoing. That's one of the benefits of what we do. We can sort of work on a finished product, but as we're moving through the build phase, we can actually output little snippets of things as we're generating that timeline, so that we can give you progress stuff that you can then share across all your platforms. We supply them in portrait, landscape, and formats just ready to upload. We can also do that with stills as well. In terms of pricing, one of the hurdles with drone photography and video is the approval process. You may or may not be aware of. The one being, I know your office is located in Glenelg currently. If it's anywhere near around there is that's a heavily restricted area. It's here within the flight path and within 3 nautical miles. So if it is within that space, we have a few options. So for ongoing processes, we can apply for a blanket approval for that site for a 12-month period, which is called an instrument approval. That takes between 2 weeks at the best end and up to about 8 weeks at the worst end, just depending on how busy air services and CASA are. Now we do have one other option, which is flying with a very small drone. So there's a loophole within the current regulations for licensed operators at the moment, where we can still fly legally with public liability, insurance, indemnity. We still need to produce all the paperwork, JSAs, things like that, but we can actually fly without that instrument approval. It is a very small drone, but with some editing and post-production, we're able to output some usable files, and we've been really happy with the results over the past few months. And it just gets around some of that the initial cost of applying for an instrument. Those instruments for a 12-month approval are generally around the $1,200 mark, and that means that we can fly with any drone then. So we can fly with a heavy lift, big ones, small ones, and we can fly at any time. So it's it creates a bubble around your site, which enables us to fly, and then we work directly with air services on the day. In terms of pricing, this one's, as I'm sure you're aware, working in a similar field, that video production is a bit of a how long's a piece of string, and generally it just comes down to budget. So we can do stuff that's really cost effective and doesn't need to cost a huge amount, right up to really high end products. And at the end of the day, it really just comes down to what your marketing budget sits like, and then we'll try and extract the most content and the best possible outcome that we can through that. And I'm happy to come in and sit down with you, or try and work out a bit of a quote based on what you're after, and then we can start working together if we can make all of that work. From the quote side of things, there's a few variables, so it depends on how often you want us to come down to site, how long you want us on site for, and what the finished product is. So I'm imagining you're probably after a 30-second to few minute video, but as you can imagine, over a build cycle of say 8 to 12 months, we're going to have hours of content, and that's where the social media side of thing comes into play, and we can actually extract some more value out of that for just one initial cost of a video over that 12-month period, and give you some connection to your connection to engagement within your users across all your social platforms. So my name's Corey. My mobile is 0417820173, or you can get me back on the email c@airworks.com.au. We also have some more content on the website, which is airworks.com.au. We've been in the space for a very long time, and we've been operating drones, and I have myself, since drones really came out in a big way, we've been flying them since the original DJI S800 heavy lift drone, and right through to what we fly today. So it was great talking to you, and hopefully I hear from you soon. Thanks, Paris.